From South Walton High School, where it's the 3A Region 1 FHSAA Championship Baseball Series, the best of three between your Suwannee Bulldogs and the South Walton Seahawks. I'm Wayne Luttrell. Thanks for tuning in to RiverCountrySports.com. Game one of a three-game set. And I tell you what, it's all about pitching when it comes to these Seahawks. They have got some studs, no doubt about it. We got a plethora of scouts out here watching this young man pitch. National Player of the Year nominee. We're talking about Coleman Borthwick Jr. He is hitting .471, 6 homers, 51 RBI on the mound. He's 2-0 with a 0.21 earned run average. Couple of saves this year. He's pitched 33 innings, 55 strikeouts, and only 4 walks. Tell you what, Suwannee has their work cut out for them against this young man. Behind him defensively, you've got Hudson Quinn behind the plate, Chase Cunningham at first base, Carter Hawk is your second baseman, Vaughn Howard at shortstop, Clayton Jarrell around at third base, in the outfield left to right, DeClan Fowler, Nathan Whitney in center, and Parker Grants is your right fielder. Suwannee looks like this. Offensively, they'll lead off with Noah Lopez. He's playing second base, followed by Jace Moran, who's behind the plate for Suwannee. Easton O'Quinn hitting in the 3 spot, the third baseman. Then Kyler Watson is your cleanup batter. He gets to start in right field in this ball game. Gabe Garcia is the shortstop. Grayson Green at first base. Ty Moses hitting 7th. He is the center fielder. Hampton Newman, the DH, hitting 8th, and hitting 9th. On the mound will be Colton Rogers. Landon Peterson in left field. And here comes the first pitch. Fastball in there. We're going to see a lot of those. And they've got a gun. They say that was 97 miles per hour, that first pitch to Lopez. 0-1 count. Noah digs in. That one misses. High. Good eye. 1-1. Just underway here at South Walton High School. Borthwick gets his sign. Now the wind up in the pitch. And there's a little nubber. And they're going to call that foul. Hit foul and then rolled fair. They got a turf field out here, so not natural grass, turf field. We had a big rainstorm right before the start of the ball game, but it soaked it up pretty good. Hopefully that field's not too slick, and we can have a good, clean baseball game here. Lopez behind in the count. Borthwick ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leadoff man for Suwannee will dig back in. Spreads out and tries to protect the plate against this flamethrower. There it is, and there's a short little pop right behind the catcher or behind the pitcher, and he gets off the mound and makes a spectacular play. What a play. Good athleticism shown by that young man as he left the mound, barehanded the ball, and threw it to first base, 1 down. Thought that might be trouble because it was over his head and kind of in no man's land, but he didn't wait. He made the move and made a nice play. 1 down in the inning, and now Jace Moran. Jace Moran, Jr., Florida commit. Having an outstanding season for these Suwannee Bulldogs. First of 3 games, hopefully, in this series. Winner advances to the Class 3A Final Four in Fort Myers. There's a strike. 3-man umpiring crew. As you would imagine, we've had a 3-man crew the entire playoffs. Down low, 1-1. South Walton coming in with a record of 26-4. They've won 10 straight. Suwannee's won 8 of 9. They're 19-12 on the year. Misses high once again, and Moran ahead in the count. 2 balls and a strike. Easton O'Quinn waits on deck for Suwannee. He's a freshman, but by the end of the season, I don't think there are any freshmen. Got plenty of experience. There's a called strike. Moran yet to swing at a pitch. Count 2-2. Suwannee trying to get ready for the speed of this thing with the pitching machine all week, but they really can't recreate it. Fouls it off to hang in there. Back to the screen. Beautiful facility here at South Walton. AstroTurf Field, but I tell you what, the stands and the sessions and everything around the field is just first class. They didn't have room for us in the press box, so we're set up on the third base dugout side. We're not behind home plate. Catcher Quinn points down to third, and the home plate umpire goes ahead, yeah, we'll check it. And he says, no, he did not. So the count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Borthwick against Jace Moran. The lefty digs in, waits for his pitch. Off speed, and going to ring him up. Called strike 3. 2 down in the inning. Jace thought he had a base on balls, but umpire saw it differently. So quickly 2 away. and Easton O'Quinn now the batter. Coleman Borthwick, I'll tell you what, he has been just outstanding, not only on the mound, but also at the plate. Swing and a miss, couldn't catch up to that heat. Off speed that time, and that time O'Quinn took a good cut at it, but didn't get it on the barrel of the bat. They say the kid we're going to see in game 2 might be just as good. Borthwick is an Auburn commit. And there's a called strike 3, and that's going to do it for the top of the first inning. Just like that, 1, 2, 3 go the Dogs. No score. It's South Walton coming to bat after this on rivercountrysports.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now. Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalaka.
Rights to the broadcast of this regional contest in the 2026 FHSAA Class 3A Baseball Championship have been granted to River Country by the Florida High School Athletic Association and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this live stream without the express written consent of the FHSAA is prohibited. Well, 1, 2, 3 went the Dogs in the top of the first inning, and now let's see if we can hold serve here as Colton Rogers takes his warm-up tosses, the sidewinder for the Dogs. When you take a look at the two teams, South Walton has scored 211 runs. Suwannee on the season 190. They've given up 42. Suwannee has given up 116. Batting averages, South Walton hitting 338. That's their team average. Suwannee with an average of 272. Earned run average, they've got a team ERA of 1.03. Suwannee's is 3.32. Last year, remember, they met in this same round in the 3A Region 1 Finals. South Walton getting a sweep in 2 games, winning 3-0 and 4-2. The Seahawks lost last year in the championship game to Miami Springs 2-1. They're trying to get back to that. Suwannee trying to get past this series and get to the Final Four. Coleman Borthwick to lead off here for the Seahawks, bottom of the first inning, facing the sidewinder Colton Rogers. And the first pitch, called strike. Nathan Whitney on deck, followed by Vaughn Howard in the lineup for the Seahawks. That one's down low. It's down in the dirt, but there's really no dirt here, being a turf field. 1-1 count. There's a strike on the corner. And that's going to be foul down the third base line. Suwannee baseball here on rivercountrysports.com. Got the crew out here. We waited through the rains and now underway with some live baseball. We got a little in front of that one, and that's going to be fouled off left side. Again, not behind the plate, so a little bit of a different angle. Not really used to this. Trying to adjust. Called strike 3, and Borthwick is caught looking. How about that? 1 down in the inning. Nice pitch there by Colton Rogers. They throw it around the infield. 1 down, and now Nathan Whitney will come up to the plate. Colton on the season has pitched 33.1 innings coming into this game, giving up 13 earned runs, 28 strikeouts on the year. Make that 29 with that first pitch. He's got a 3.99 earned run average, 1 and 2 on the year. That pitch is low. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. Left-handed batter, number 1, center fielder. And he'll chop that one foul. And Rogers ahead in the count. Walton didn't pitch last weekend. Suwannee went with Gabe Garcia in that third game. Garcia came in and pitched a masterpiece. Suwannee getting through the semifinals. 2-1 over Fernandina. Rogers fully rested, gets the start here in this all-important first game of the series. Again, chops it foul toward the Seahawk dugout. Gets a fresh baseball. Suwannee got into town early so they can kind of get adjusted to the time zone change, get adjusted to this turf field.
Okay, don't go any quicker.
Just off the plate, 2-2.
There we go. Yep. Right now, pitcher, batter, be prepared for the action. We follow the ball.
Fouled that one back to the screen. So the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Both of these teams played Trinity Christian. South Walton a 7-3 winner. Suwannee split with Trinity Christian, losing 4-2, but winning 13-3 later in the year. They both lost to Bishop Snyder. Rogers pitch inside, and the count goes full. South Walton lost to Snyder 2-1, and Suwannee lost 5-1. Suwannee lost twice to Childs, and Childs with a 1-0 victory over these Seahawks. Seahawks only lost 4 games this year, 2 of them common opponents of Suwannee's. And again, Whitney hanging in there, just getting a piece of that. Seahawks making Rogers work here. He gets his sign, pitches from the stretch. Hopped in the air, and that's going to be out of play. Umpire gets a fresh set of baseballs. Both teams with wins this year are Florida High, Wolfson, and McClay. Both teams with close games against McClay. South Walton winning 2-1. Suwannee winning 7-6 in that series.
Nice.
3-2 to Lopez is second. Scoops it up and throws to first and 2 down. 2 up, 2 down. Now Vaughn Howard comes up.
Not trying to fuss, but that's our power strip right now. The kids were running. I don't tell. You know, but I just want the kids to pick on it because I'm pulling power. I got 150 people easy watching back home.
All strike. First pitch to Vaughn. Both teams just trying to feel each other out early in this game. Suwannee went up, 3 down, and there's a hit batter in the first base runner. Howard is hitting the back. He'll shake it off and trot down to first base. So with 2 away, the Seahawks in business with a runner at first base, and that'll bring up the cleanup man, Parker Grants. I need stats from Max Prep, see if I can get some stats on this young man. First pitch is away. They've got number 25 listed as Seahawk, so don't know. Not on the stat page. Go figure. And there's a ball that's going to hit the batter, and that's going to be an out, and that's going to do it for the Seahawks. Their turn in the bottom of the first inning. No score after 1. LiverCountrySports.com.
No matter what the road ahead brings, we'll be there. That's why Farm Bureau Insurance has been a trusted name for over 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Local people, great rates, friendly service. That's the Farm Bureau Insurance promise. Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Excellence in academic and clubs. Tradition, family, future. Foundations for lifelong learning. Leadership begins here. Careers start here. Curiosity meets opportunity. Building the leaders of tomorrow. Learning begins with love. One district, every student, every day. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high-quality education.
Hey, Corbett Mobile Home Supplies in Lake City has everything you need. They've got doors, windows, tubs, showers, plumbing, and electrical supplies. They've got power poles, steps, paneling, pre-finished sheetrock, vinyl siding and skirting, wide-width carpet, vinyl flooring, even RV parts. Go see Preston or any of the staff for all of your mobile home needs. That's Corbett's Mobile Home Supplies on Deputy Jeff Davis Lane in Lake City and online at CorbettSupply.com. Right, no score after the first inning. Top of inning number 2 here, Kyler Watson to lead off, followed by Gabe Garcia and Grayson Green. Facing big Coleman Borthwick. The big lefty with a windup in his first pitch, and that's going to be to the third baseman. Durrell across the diamond in time, and there's one down in the inning. Clayton Durrell over at third base does a nice job there. Watson put that ball in play, but right to the third baseman, a routine play. Gabe Garcia now at the plate. Garcia, the pitching hero in that semifinal series against Fernandina Beach, pitching and winning game 3. Fouls the first pitch off and out of play. Fooled him there. 2 strikes. Suwannee looking for their first base runner in this ball game. Not going to be easy against this pitching staff. It was up high. Tried to get him to chase. Gabe did not. Good eye. There's the 1-2. Got a piece. Hangs in there. Off speed, and that's going to be to the pitcher. He fields. Nice throw. Young man on only. Good pitcher. He's a heck of an athlete. Second time he's come off the mound. I mean, a nice play. Showing he can throw overhand. He can throw sidearm and get it done. Grayson Green now the batter. Left-handed batter. Suwannee's first baseman. Green's had an outstanding year, both on the mound and at the plate. Hopped in the air, and that's going to be catcher calling her. Now that's going to get out of the ballpark. Is that a play? Bounce right by us. They've got concrete all around the outside of the field here where the fans are, and that bounced off the concrete, and somebody's got a souvenir. Strike 2. And that's going to do it for the Dogs. 3 up, 3 down. Back after this on rivercountrysports.com.
Don't miss the 32nd annual Welborn Blueberry Festival, Saturday, June 6th from 7:30 to 3:30 at Andrews Square in downtown Welborn, FLA. Start with a delicious blueberry pancake breakfast, served from 7:30 to 10:30. This family-friendly event features over 100 vendors, plus live music, a car show, a kids' corner, complete with a petting zoo and pony rides, plus a parade. And did I mention blueberries? The annual Welborn Blueberry Festival, Saturday, June 6th. For more, visit their Facebook page or their website at welborn.cc.
Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is dropping prices so low, our team keeps asking if someone hacked the system. Ram's marked down like we've forgotten what trucks cost. Jeep's crawling off the lot. Dodges with attitude and discounts to match. And with over 30 pre-owned vehicles under $20,000, it's turning into a full-blown savings stampede.
People ask me, how do you sell them so low? Volume, baby!
Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where the deals are unhinged and the savings don't apologize.
Bulldog Baseball here on River Country is brought to you in part by Ricky Gamble. He's the property appraiser for Suwannee County. The property appraiser's office is there when you need them at 215 Pine Avenue in Live Oak. Open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5. Phone 386-362-1385. Of course, they're always available online. You'll find them at SuwanneePA.com. And a big Bulldog salute going out to Ricky Gamble. He's an ex-dog, supporting them dogs. Appreciate his support here at RiverCountrySports.com. Right, no score in the ball game. Bottom of the second inning. You know, we talk all year long about Suwannee's strength of schedule, and it is one of the most impressive in the area. But South Walton actually played a tougher schedule than Suwannee, if you can believe that. They are ranked number 1 in the latest rankings by Max Prep. South Walton topped. Calvary Christian ranked 2nd. North Broward Prep is 3rd. Suwannee is ranked 4th in the state in Class 3A. Be a big coup if somehow the Dogs could find their way past South Walton. Justin Didier, the DH, to lead off here in the second. And there's strike one. Tried to hold that swing back, but he went too far. That's in there at the knees for a second strike. Colton Rogers ahead in the count here. Looking good early. Suwannee doing their best to keep pace with these Seahawks. Got him on 3 pitches. Called strike 3. Second strikeout in the ball game for Rogers, and 1 down here in the bottom of the second. Got a doubleheader scheduled today, and hopefully the weather will cooperate. We had some heavy rain move through, and rain all around us looking at radar, but right now we're playing baseball. That one's in the dirt, down low for a ball, in the turf. You got a good crowd on hand, not only inside, but outside. They got the trucks lined up all around the outfield wall. There's a strike. Good-looking pitch there. 1-1 count. The Clan Fowler, the left fielder at the plate. Two balls and a strike. And they'll go to Lopez at second base. And for the second time this ball game, he picks it up, no problem. 4-3 in the book, 2 down. Now Carter Hawk comes up. He's the second baseman for South Walton, hitting .250 on the year. 2 down in the inning. A little bit low for ball 1. There's a strike. Two balls, 1 strike. As you see on the companion Animal Hospital scoreboard. And Gabe Garcia gets a glove on it. Can he make the throw on the bounce? He gets it there. What a play. Gabe Garcia. 3 up, 3 down go the Seahawks. Still no score as we head to the third on RiverCountrySports.com.
First Federal Bank is your partner in helping your business grow and assist with financial overhead. With person-to-person customer support, top-of-the-line banking services, and digital tools, your money is never out of reach and always safe. For over 60 years, we've been financing community businesses and partnering with growing franchises to provide stability and expansion opportunities. Bank with real people so you can focus on running your business.
Hey there, looking for bargains? Well, look to Second Chance, the Second Chance thrift store at 501 North 129 in Live Oak. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5. You never know what you'll find, from furniture to clothing and everything in between. And new shipments arriving daily. Locally owned and operated by Daniel and Amanda Moses. It's the Second Chance thrift store. More fun than a flea market and more convenient than a yard sale. Located on 129 North in Live Oak. Come get you a bargain today.
Hey, looking for backyard chickens? Happy Heart Farms in Live Oak has guaranteed female pullets ready for your coop. Over 30 breeds. No heat lamps needed. Go to happyheartfarmsfl.com. That's happyheartfarmsfl.com. Happy Heart Farms, where they love chicks and dogs. No dogs. No, so far so good as far as staying even with South Walton. Dogs could use a base runner. Yet to see anybody get on base against this young man, Coleman Borthwick. No scores. We head to the third. Here's Ty Moses leading off for Suwannee. He gets a little piece of it back to the mound. And they're going to call foul ball. Say that bounced in foul territory. That's the second time we've seen it, but going to get a lot of those with this artificial turf. So 0-1 to Moses. The dog center fielder digs in. That one's high. 98 miles per hour, by the way. Down low. 2-1. Hampton Newman, the DH on deck. He'll be followed by Colton Rogers in the hole. And that one's off the plate. 3 balls and a strike. Moses says, I'll take a base any way I can get it. See if Borthwick gets him something to hit here. The fastball down the middle. Got a piece. 3 balls and 2 strikes. They get all the guns behind home plate. A lot of scouts here looking at this young man on the mound. Off speed and tried to backhand it to Borthwick, and it goes off his glove. That's going to be a base hit for Ty Moses. And Suwannee is their first base runner. Borthwick tried to backhand that thing. It slung off his glove, and he had no play at first base, so Moses aboard. Got to call that a hit. Now Hampton Newman. Let's see if Suwannee gets something going with Moses, who's got good speed on the bases. There's a called strike. Moses on the year with 6 stolen bases. Suwannee as a team with 43. They don't run a lot, but they pick their spots. Not going. Newman swings at a high one. Down in the count 0-2. The 2-strike pitch outside, and they're going to catch Ty Moses off the bag. And he'll try to run to second base. He gets there, ran over the second baseman who was in the baseline. And let's see, the umpire's going to call him safe. Ty Moses, football player, and he showed a little football move there. Second baseman standing in the baseline. Moses got caught. They threw down from the catcher. Catcher position, threw down to first base. And Coach from South Walton wants a little explanation there. He thinks it should have been an out. But base runner has every right to get to that bag, and you can't block the base path, which is what the second baseman was doing. So Moses is second base. And Coach Borthwick, and that's Nick Borthwick, the coach, going to come out and argue that. And probably going to get the umpires together to talk about this. He gave his perspective, and now let's see what they come up with. But as far as I can tell, Moses is at second base in scoring position. Catcher fired down to first. Moses was caught off the bag and got his feet probably caught in that turf. And he figured he had no choice at that time, so he started taking off to second base and had to run through the second baseman to get there.
No, it's covering half my lens.
He's standing at second base while the umpires discuss this.
Half my lens still.
Long discussion by the umpires. Let's see if they keep Moses at second base. Moses will take the moment to trot over and talk to Coach Moran. Hampton Newman still at the plate. 0-2 is the count on him. Nobody out in the inning. Moses led off with an infield single. Got caught in no man's land, but advanced to second base. And the Blues are having a long discussion about this. And they call him safe. After the discussion, Moses is safe at second base. So Suwannee will take it. Man in scoring position with nobody down. Hampton Newman, his job's to move him over. Let's see if he can keep the ball in play. Put it on the right side, at least give him third base. Ball and 2 strikes to Hampton. Both Borthwick now wants a second explanation. Home plate umpires talking to him.
Get that poncho cleared off that lens.
And now he'll head back to his dugout.
Just need to get up. Take him down.
All right, Hampton trying to hang in there against the flame-throwing lefty. Borthwick checks second. Here's his pitch. That one's off the plate. It's 2-2. Colton Rogers standing on deck.
Let's do the best you can. One, no, I want you to watch front. That's what I want you to do.
Swing and a miss. Down goes Newman. 1 down in the inning. That is strikeout number 4 for Borthwick. Colton Rogers now to the dish. Rogers, the opposing pitcher, can hit the baseball, hitting over 300 on the year. 343 is his average coming into this game. First pitch off speed, and it'll be fouled off the right side and out of play. Top of the order on deck with Noah Lopez. Colton can help himself out here. If he can hit a base hit, that should mean a run. And again, fouled away. Got a piece of it, but 0-2 now to Colton. Moses gets his lead at second base. Almost got picked off. Ball outside. The ball and 2 strikes. Borthwick's pitch. There's a called strike 3. And with the runner in scoring position, Suwannee goes back-to-back Ks. Now 2 down. And it's going to take a base hit from Noah Lopez. Lopez, his first trip, grounded back to the pitcher. Number 8 will step in here. Big spot. Boy, Suwannee could use an early lead in this ballgame, put a little pressure on him. Lopez hitting .270 coming into this game. And an outstanding season. Started off the year injured. Didn't play football, but then got injured in the preseason. But he's come back strong. First pitch, a little off speed. And Lopez takes, and there's a strike. Moses waiting a second, hoping to get a chance to score. Down low. Lopez with a good eye. Count even. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down. Runner at second base. No score here at South Walton High School. Fouled away out of play. Dogs have yet to get their timing right. They moved the pitching machine up and had that thing cranked up, trying to kind of synchronize what they're going to see in this series, but I don't think you can do that. Borthwick with a called strike gets away from the catcher. Will have to throw down to first base, and it gets by the first baseman. Suwannee's going to score. Here comes Ty Moses to the plate. The Dogs take a 1-0 lead. The ball gets away from the catcher, and Lopez gets second base. How about that on the strikeout?
Celebration. I'm following you, son.
So an error on the catcher allows Suwannee to come around and score. And my goodness, the Dogs have a 1-0 lead. Still a runner at second base in the form of Noah Lopez, and now Jace Moran comes up. And again, Borthwick is pleading his case back there. Not sure what he's upset about this time, but you're going to cause another discussion with the umpiring crew. So the three-man crew gets together once again and discusses Nick Borthwick, the head coach, discusses his issues. And let's see if they can try to overturn this. I don't know what. I mean, it was an error. Catcher had to throw down to first base, and he just threw it away. Suwannee took advantage, came around and scored. Lopez took advantage of the ball getting by the catcher.
When this gets done,
And then made it to second base. And so not sure what they're discussing here. But second time this inning, there's been a discussion by the Blues.
great,
The South Walton coach
beautiful.
discussing the issue. And now they're saying the runner has to go back to first, and now Coach Moran wants an explanation. And he's out there saying, what are you guys seeing? What are you talking about? First baseman gathered the ball up and threw it by the catcher. That allowed Lopez to go to second. So unless they're saying that ball was dead before he made the throw, I'm not sure how they would come up with that one. But when you're at somebody else's home field, there are all kinds of little proclivities. And now the Blue goes back to talk with the South Walton coach. He's had discussions with each other, had discussions with the South Walton coach, had discussions with the Suwannee coach. Lopez standing at second base. I say let's just play baseball. South Walton not used to being behind. And Coach Nick is pleading his case awfully hard. Looks pretty animated over there. Meanwhile, Borthwick will just play a little catch with Howard there at shortstop, trying to keep his arm alive. Dogs putting a little early pressure on these Seahawks. First game of a 3-game series, 3A, Region 1 final. And now the Blue will get back together, the three of them, and discuss this once again. Coach Moran waiting patiently, as are all the fans out here.
Yep. Okay. Yes, it is.
Hey, the Suwannee Sports Report airs Mondays at 7 o'clock here on the channel. Join myself and Coach Moran. The Suwannee Sports Report brought to you by Roundtree Moore Ford on Highway 90 in Lake City, Florida. Don't miss the Suwannee Sports Report right here on rivercountrysports.com. And now they're saying the runner has to go back to first base, and Coach Moran comes out of the dugout, and he wants his 2 cents worth. He can't believe what just happened. Little home cooking going on here in southern Walton County. And Coach Moran's not believing what he's hearing, but they put the runner back at first base. And I'm guessing they're saying that somehow there was interference or the ball got under. I'm not sure. I'm not privy to the conversation, but I can tell you Coach Moran doesn't agree with it at all. He does not agree with it. So just like last year, the calls go against Suwannee. Dogs have to overcome this team and then some. They got talked into changing the call by Coach Borthwick. Good on him to be able to come out and do that. Now he's going to call timeout and get his team together. And I'll tell you what, these two teams are fired up. This is an intense situation here at the ballpark. Dogs have a run. That holds up. But they put Lopez back at first base. Two down in the inning. Jace Moran will be the batter. Let's hope Jace is fired up.
Follow the one.
Jace struck out looking his first at bat. See if he can atone for that here. against this hard thrower. First pitch is popped in the air. Third base side. Third baseman calling for it in foul territory, and he makes the catch. And just like that, South Walton gets out of the inning. So the Dogs grab a run. It's 1-0 Suwannee here on RiverCountrySports.com.
The Suwannee River Water Management District reminds residents that drought conditions continue across our region and conserving water remains critically important. We urge residents, businesses, agricultural producers, and visitors to use water wisely. Limit water use whenever possible, postpone non-essential activities, and follow the 1 day per week landscape irrigation schedule. Working together, we can protect our water resources. Every drop counts. Visit mysuwanneeriver.com to learn more.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. You know, at J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, collision repair, paint jobs, bumper repair. They'll handle your insurance claim for you. At J&W, no job is too big or too small. They also sell vehicles, repair vehicles, retire vehicles, plus front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-1377. Online at jwautos.com.
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself. Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it. The Florida High School Athletic Association reminds you to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship. Play strong, play hard, play fair. This message provided by River Country Broadcasting and the Florida High School Athletic Association. But I haven't put the run up on the scoreboard here at South Walton, but I've got it in my scorebook. Suwannee up 1-0. As far as I know, they didn't take the run off the board, did they? They did took the run away?
They made him back to third.
They took the run off.
Yeah.
I saw them put the runner back at first, but they actually took a run away. You're kidding me. Wow. How is that possible?
Well, they're in the press box.
Home cooking here at South Walton. Unbelievable. They took the run away. Suwannee had a 1-0 lead, but was talked out of it by the South Walton head coach. Umpires said, okay, we'll just take the run off. No problem. It's not enough to overcome this pitching staff and playing on the road. It's the number 1 seed. Wow. All right, no score. Bottom of the third inning, Hudson Quinn to lead off. First pitch from Colton is in there for a strike. And there's a ball delivered to center field. Ty Moses calls for it and makes the squeeze, 1 down. They're saying that the ball hit the on-deck batter before Ty scored, and that's the reason they reversed the call. Okay. Can we rewind the tape? 1 down. Here's Jace Cunningham now to the plate. Cunningham, the first baseman for the Seahawks. Colton's pitch outside and low. I still say it was home cooking. The 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. 1-1. And Cunningham aboard, hit by the pitch. That's the second hit batsman by Rogers in this ballgame. And those have been the only 2 base runners for the Seahawks, both hit by the pitch. That was the number 9 hitter. He's now at first base, and here comes top of the order. This is Coleman Borthwick. Borthwick, not only a heck of a athlete on the mound, but also at the plate. Up for National Player of the Year, this young man. Hitting .471 to the third baseman. O'Quinn for 1. Can they turn 2? They do. Double play Suwannee. Goose eggs still on the scoreboard here on RiverCountrySports.com.
I'm Hunter with Morel's Furniture and Mattress. Our Memorial Day sale is always a hit. In fact, it's one of our busiest weekends of the year. And while we're grateful for that, it can be tough to give every customer the attention they deserve when we're that busy. So this year, we're starting our Memorial Day sale early. That means you can shop on your schedule anytime between now and Memorial Day and still get the same great deals. Save up to 50% store-wide plus special financing. No interest for up to 60 months. Now through May 25th at Morel's.
If you're tired of renting, then I can help you. I'm Samantha with United Country Real Estate Lifestyle Properties. Maybe you've outgrown your current home and you simply need more room. Call me. Or maybe you need less room. Call me. I have the knowledge, experience, and connections that's perfect for your situation. Let me go to work for you today. Samantha Pruder, broker, United Country Real Estate Lifestyle Properties, 386-623-1217.
Today's game in the 2026 FHSAA Class 3A Baseball Championship is sponsored by the Florida High School Athletic Association. The FHSAA is a democratic organization with a membership of more than 800 middle and senior high schools, all committed to ensuring that Florida student athletes can compete fairly and equitably in an educational environment. The Florida High School Athletic Association building leaders through teamwork, sportsmanship, and citizenship. Well, no score in this ball game as we now head to the top of the fourth inning. Wayne Luttrell, along with the River Country team here at South Walton High School, bringing you the action. Appreciate all our sponsors here on River Country and hope that as you see them and hear them, you go out and support them as well. Well, Dogs thought they had a run last inning, or turned out they did not. Easton O'Quinn will lead off for the Dogs here in the fourth. Worthwood gets his sign. Here's the windup and the pitch. Quinn got a piece of it. Dogs played that tough schedule this year, trying to get ready for games like this, but you just can't simulate 100 miles per hour. And there's a called strike. Now 0-2. A little bit outside. Ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. O'Quinn goes down swinging. First out in the fourth for Suwannee. Now Kyler Watson, the batter. He grounded out to third base, his first plate appearance. Dogs trying to break through and put a little pressure on this team. Thought they had a run last inning. Turned out they did not. So no score. Little piece of that one. Kyler Watson, 2-sport star for these Dogs. Big part of the Suwannee football team. Football team's been going through their spring workouts. 0-2. They're looking good. Been watching a little bit of them. Of course, everybody excited this time of the year. Swing and a miss. Goes down on 3 straight. 2 down. Worthwick starting to feel it. 7 strike. Well, 8 if you count the pass ball after the strikeout. Gabe Garcia to the plate. Garcia back in the box, waiting for the fastball. And there it is. And that one misses for a ball. Garcia grounded back to the pitcher. Pitcher made a heck of an athletic play. And there's a little number. And they're going to call that foul. Even though the ball gets out to the shortstop, when it comes off of that turf, there's some tricky things. Suwannee hadn't played on this artificial turf all season long, so trying to adjust to that. The 1-1. There's a called strike. Ball and 2 strikes. This young man is committed to college, but he's going to be a top draft pick, so he'll have the decision to make after his senior year. There's a called strike 3, and he strikes out the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dogs. Still no score here at rivercountrysports.com.
Did you know there was an American manufacturing company operating in Hamilton County? Ascent Precision Gear Corporation is a leader in manufacturing and CNC machining. From prototype through production, one piece or thousands, Ascent can provide your company with accurate parts at competitive pricing delivered on time. For further information, contact Ascent Precision Gear Corporation, County Road 137 in Jasper, Florida. 386-792-3215. Online at AscentGear.com.
Don't miss the 32nd annual Welborn Blueberry Festival, Saturday, June 6th from 7:30 to 3:30 at Andrews Square in downtown Welborn, FLA. Start with a delicious blueberry pancake breakfast, served from 7:30 to 10:30. This family-friendly event features over 100 vendors, plus live music, a car show, a kids' corner, complete with a petting zoo and pony rides, plus a parade. And did I mention blueberries? The annual Welborn Blueberry Festival, Saturday, June 6th. For more, visit their Facebook page or their website at welborn.cc.
The Florida High School Athletic Association recognizes its corporate partners who help make the FHSAA baseball championships possible, from Gatorade Thirst Quencher to Team IP, the official merchandising company, Harif Jones, the official championship ring partner, Max Preps, the official scores and statistics for the FHSAA, GoFan, the official online ticket provider, the NFHS Network, the official online partner, and Wilson, provider of the official game ball for the 2026 FHSAA baseball championships. All right, no score. Suwannee and South Walton. Now on the bottom of the fourth inning, Nathan Whitney to lead off, followed by Vaughn Howard and Parker Grants. This is 2, 3, and 4 in the order. Whitney grounded out to second base, his first trip to the plate against Rogers. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Hey, remember, if your hound is down, got a hound on the ground, take him to Companion Animal Hospital. They'll fix him back up, get him healthy again. Grayson Green, he'll take it himself. And 1 down. 3 unassisted. Rogers was trotting over there to cover the bag, but Grayson called him off, said, I got it. Now Vaughn Howard, the shortstop. He was hit by the pitch in the first inning. Left stranded at first base. Number 7 digs in. And the first pitch, that one is going to be ripped but foul. Going to have that one and ripped it down the third baseline.
Good job.
Tammy Neal, our executive director here, our streaming producer, doing a great job with the cameras.
You mean the screaming?
Sawyer, him, doing the side cameras. And let's see, wants it, left fielder calling for it, and he will make the catch. Nice play out there in left field by Landon Peterson. 2 away.
Beautiful turn to work. You should be proud of yourself up there on face.
And Patel working third base. Sawyer looks over at first base. Kevin Neal running the center field camera. Got Esther Luttrell helping us with the Companion Animal Hospital scoreboard. Couldn't get a camera right behind home plate, so it's a little off center, and they've got that big netting in front. Parker Grants now at the plate with 2 down. And he's going to put one into center field. This one pretty deep, and that's going to fall for a base hit, and it's going to be a ground rule double, bounced over the wall, over the fence out there in center field. So Grant's aboard with a double. With 2 down, he'll be in scoring position for Justin Didier, who comes up. The DH struck out his first trip to the plate.
Yep.
I don't have any stats on this young man, Justin Didier.
Yep.
Bolton's first pitch. It's outside. Ball 1. Walton with a runner in scoring position here. 2 down in the inning. Now time is called.
Both of you stay on that runner until you see something else.
Ranch was the lead at second base. Rogers checks on him. And now to the plate. Low again for ball 2. Four different regional finals taking place this weekend around the state. 3-0. First base is open. DeClam Fowler, the on-deck batter. Trying to be careful here against Didier. Big right-hander. Ahead in the count, 3-0. Rogers checks second once again. Now his pitch. There's a called strike. I wasn't sure if he was going to come in with that one, but 3-0. It looked like Didier was taken, so now 3-1. Rogers gets his sign. He'll rock and fire. And that's going to be a base hit. This could be a run. Here comes the throw, and that's going to be off the mark, and they'll throw to second base. And the umpire calls safe down to second base. And Coach Moran, let's see if Coach Moran can argue himself out of a run. It worked for the South Walton coach. Coach Moran wants to come over and have a word and just ask what he saw. And he didn't like the answer, but there you go. So South Walton grabs a 1-0 lead. Dogs thought they had a 1-0 lead, but it turns out it's a 1-0 lead for South Walton. Didier does his job, RBI. Colton got behind in the count, tried to come back. Didier with a base hit, which brings in the first run of the ball game, and that one's going to stand. So the Seahawks over the Bulldogs 1-0. This all done with 2 outs. DeClam Fowler will be up next. Didier will be the runner at second base, and Fowler at the plate. A little bit of a conversation going on over here between Coach Borthwick and the home plate umpire. He's got his book out, so maybe making some kind of a change. And they may have put a pinch runner at second base. It's like Noah Coleman, number 26, comes in to run at second base. So he'll be the pinch runner in the 4th here. Fowler at the plate. Pitch from Rogers in there for a called strike. To right field and deep. Kyler goes back to the warning track and makes the catch. And that's going to do it. But a run comes in for the Seahawks. They now take a 1-0 lead after 4 complete here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is dropping prices so low, our team keeps asking if someone hacked the system. Ram's marked down like we've forgotten what trucks cost. Jeep's crawling off the lot. Dodges with attitude and discounts to match. And with over 30 pre-owned vehicles under $20,000, it's turning into a full-blown savings stampede.
People ask me, how do you sell them so low? Volume, baby!
Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where the deals are unhinged and the savings don't apologize.
First Federal Bank is your partner in helping your business grow and assist with financial overhead. With person-to-person customer support, top-of-the-line banking services, and digital tools, your money is never out of reach and always safe. For over 60 years, we've been financing community businesses and partnering with growing franchises to provide stability and expansion opportunities. Bank with real people so you can focus on running your business.
Appreciate the team of First Federal Bank, your hometown bank, sponsoring us here on River Country Sports. Hey, baseball fans, the best games are yet to be played. Make plans to attend the Florida High School State Playoffs. It's going to be hosted by the Lee County Sports Development Authority. The action takes place May 13th through the 16th and the 18th through the 20th at the Lee County Sports Complex at Hammond Stadium in Fort Myers. Come out and watch state champions crowned in all classifications. For more information, visit FHSAA.com. Grayson Green takes a ball. 1-0 on Green. Now a strike down the middle. There you go. It was one of his heaters. Green struck out his first trip to the plate. This time he puts the ball in play, and it eats the third baseman up. Grayson Green aboard. Leighton Gerald couldn't handle that one. Green went opposite way and couldn't come up with that off the turf. So Suwannee in business here in the fifth inning with the leadoff man aboard. 1-0 South Walton. Ty Moses to the plate. Moses had a single his first trip up off of the backhand of the pitcher's glove, and he couldn't field it. Bounced funny off and got away from him, and was aboard, got second base. Thought we had him in to score after Noah Lopez struck out, but catcher dropped the ball, threw down to first, threw it away, but it turned out that that wasn't the case. And they called interference and sent the runners back, took the run off the board. Suwannee trying to get on the board, and hopefully it'll stay this time as Moses steps in there. Man at first, nobody down here in the fifth inning. Dogs down by a run. Green gets his lead over at first base. He'll step back on the bag, get reset. Big Coleman Borthwick. His pitch to the plate, and going to put it in play to third base. Could be two. They get one to first, and not in time. So a fielder's choice for Ty Moses, and one down. Hampton Newman now to bat. Newman, the DH, struck out his first trip up. See if we can get the timing right here on this hard-throwing lefty. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to that one. And quick timeout. Coach Moran wants to have a word with him. Probably telling him not to swing at the high heat. They can throw strikes, but went up in his eyeballs. But went after it. And Coach Moran just going over the basics.
Go around. Yep. Hustle.
There's a strike. 0-2 now on Newman.
He is. He's going full speed.
One down, runner at first. And Newman goes down. Goes down swinging for the second time in this ball game. 2 away in the inning. Now Colton Rogers. Rogers, a strikeout victim, his last plate appearance. Rogers has pitched great, but he's standing right now to be on the hook unless Suwannee can find some offense. A 1-0 Seahawk lead. Game 1 of a best-of-3 series. Chop foul toward the Suwannee dugout.
Yep. Okay, we're good. Him, you can come back. Camera angle stuff. Thank you for going, Bill. He was almost there. Walk back now. Walk back.
Rogers takes a cut at it, but can't catch up. Moses still at first base. That's way up high.
Well, if it rains, you know what you got to do, right?
Moses almost slipped going back to the bag there. He got caught last time he was on back. He couldn't get back. Had too big a lead as the catcher threw down to first base. And this one fouled away and going to be out of play into the bullpen.
Sawyer, I need you to stay on that runner for right now.
South Walton, the number one seed, not only in the region, but in the state. Expected to get back to the championship game. They lost it last year in the finals against Miami Springs. Rogers hanging in there. Fouls that one away. Behind the backstop. Dogs back in that batter's box, facing a hard thrower. There's a pop-up to the infield. Second baseman calling for it. And Carter Hawk makes the catch, and that's going to do it for the Dogs. They get the leadoff man aboard, but leave him stranded. Suwannee baseball down 1-0 here on rivercountrysports.com.
Hey there, looking for bargains? Well, look to Second Chance, the Second Chance thrift store at 501 North 129 in Live Oak. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5. You never know what you'll find, from furniture to clothing and everything in between. And new shipments arriving daily. Locally owned and operated by Daniel and Amanda Moses. It's the Second Chance thrift store. More fun than a flea market and more convenient than a yard sale. Located on 129 North in Live Oak. Come get you a bargain today.
The Suwannee River Water Management District reminds residents that drought conditions continue across our region and conserving water remains critically important. We urge residents, businesses, agricultural producers, and visitors to use water wisely. Limit water use whenever possible, postpone non-essential activities, and follow the 1 day per week landscape irrigation schedule. Working together, we can protect our water resources. Every drop counts. Visit mysuwanneeriver.com to learn more.
Well, we've been in drought conditions, and hopefully you got some rain back in Suwannee County. Got some rain here in Walton County, I can tell you that, but not raining now. Skies have cleared and allow us to get this game in so far. 1-0 South Walton as we head to the bottom of the fifth inning. Hey, if you're posting pictures from today's event on your social media accounts, tag the FHSAA, and they'll repost and share it. Follow the FHSAA on X, Instagram, and Snapchat. You can also like them on Facebook. Keep up with teams and people who strive to make high school athletics in the state of Florida the best. That's Facebook.com/FHSAA. Carter Hawk to lead off here for the South Walton Seahawks. Bottom of the fifth inning. Rogers still on the hill for Suwannee. Dogs down by a run. But as you've seen in this ball game, runs are at a premium. Suwannee can't afford to give up any more if they want to somehow climb back in this game.
There, as quickly as we can reach around.
1-0 count on Hawk. And off the plate, the ball two.
Well,
Suwannee with plenty of arms available. Should Colton run out of gas? Everybody available, as you would imagine. That's down low, and it's 3-0. Hawk put the ball in play. His first plate appearance against Rogers, grounded out to shortstop. And a great play by Garcia. And there's ball four, so 4 straight pitches, and that's going to free a free pass and the leadoff man aboard for the Seahawks here in the fifth. And that's going to draw a mound visit from Coach Moran. Coach wants to come out here and talk to his pitcher. Hudson Quinn will be the batter with the runner at first base. Seahawks looking to add to their lead. They lead 1-0. I'll tell you what, it was a tight series when these two teams met a year ago. It's not like Suwannee got blown out. Lost the first game 3-0 and the second game 4-2. Seahawks would advance to the final four. And it looks like that's going to be it for Rogers. Rogers going to come off the hill. And Suwannee is going to bring in. Looks like Dogs are going to go with Case Nickerson here. Let me make that change. And it looks like Rogers is going to try it out to the outfield. Rogers is going to take over in right field, or in left field, excuse me. And the new pitcher will be Case Nickerson.
Say that again? Yeah, it's supposed to be 7. Let's see. Well, don't.
Keith Nickerson did a great job last time we saw him. And really looked good. 2.80 earned run average. And his 11th appearance on the season. 15 innings. He's given up 6, walked 9, struck out 15. And really going to have his good stuff in this ball game to keep this a 1-0 deficit. Nobody out. Hudson Quinn, the catcher, will lead off here against Case Nickerson. Runner at first base, that's Hawk. Grayson Green will hold him there. Now number 27 steps in. First pitch from Nickerson and squares to bunt, bounces it to O'Quinn. The play is to first, and the out is made on the sacrifice. And Coach Borthwick trying to get a runner in scoring position. He'll give up the out to move the runner over, so 1 down. And now Jace Cunningham, he was hit by the pitch, his first bat. Case Nickerson now with a runner at second base, 1 down. Nickerson's pitch swung on and hit to the left fielder. Rogers calls for it, makes the catch, 2 down. So 2 away, still runner at second base, and now top of the order. The always dangerous Coleman Borthwick. So far, he has struck out and grounded into a double play. This young man could hit the cover off the baseball. Suwannee has to be careful with him. First base is open. Just don't give him anything right over the heart of the plate here. Borthwick waits, and the first pitch. And he will hit that ball deep. Will it hang up? It does. My goodness, right on the warning track. Ty Moses reels it in. Him breathe a sigh of relief on that one. 1-0. Seahawks still lead as the Dogs getting late in the ball game, heading to the 6th there on rivercountrysports.com.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. You know, at J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, collision repair, paint jobs, bumper repair. They'll handle your insurance claim for you. At J&W, no job is too big or too small. They also sell vehicles, repair vehicles, retire vehicles, plus front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-1377. Online at jwautos.com.
I'm Hunter with Morel's Furniture and Mattress. Our Memorial Day sale is always a hit. In fact, it's one of our busiest weekends of the year. And while we're grateful for that, it can be tough to give every customer the attention they deserve when we're that busy. So this year, we're starting our Memorial Day sale early. That means you can shop on your schedule anytime between now and Memorial Day and still get the same great deals. Save up to 50% store-wide plus special financing. No interest for up to 60 months. Now through May 25th at Morel's.
Hey, Corbis Mobile Home Supplies in Lake City has everything you need. From doors to windows, tubs, showers, plumbing, and electrical supplies. They've got power poles, steps, paneling, pre-finished sheetrock. They've got vinyl siding and skirting, wide-width carpet. They've got everything you need. If you have an RV, they've got RV parts as well. Check with Corbett Mobile Home Supplies. I bet Preston and the staff got exactly what you need. Corbett Mobile Home Supplies, you'll find them on Deputy Jeff Davis Lane in Lake City, FLA, and online at CorbettSupply.com. Well, I mentioned 3 other regional finals taking place this weekend. In Region 2, it's South Sumter and Hernando doing battle in a best of 3. Moving over to Region 3, Calvary Christian taking on North Broward Prep. And in Region 4, it's Miami Springs, the defending champs, against Gulliver Prep. Miami Springs coming in this year as the 8th seed, but they have advanced all the way to the final here of the region. And if they can win that, they would advance to the Final 4. How you doing? Good to see you, man. All right, let's see if Suwannee can come up with a little offense here as Noah Lopez leads off here in the 6th inning. Facing Borthwick, takes the first pitch and fouls it away. Got a little piece of that one. Coleman Borthwick. Man, this guy's been impressive. And they say he did. So that's strike 2. Lopez in the ball game has grounded out to the pitcher, struck out, but then a pass ball. He ran down to first base. Throwing error, thought we got a run in, but turned out that wasn't the case. Ball and 2 strikes. Jace Moran waits on deck. Borthwick with a pitch to the third baseman. Jarrell across the diamond in time and 1 away. So 1 up, 1 down for Suwannee here in the 6th. Suwannee with 5 outs left. Got to get something going here. We need a base hit. Jace Moran's just the guy to do it. Ran 0 for 2 in the ball game. Popped up to the third baseman, struck out looking in the first. Ball is high, 2-0. Moran ahead in the count. He got ahead in the count the first time up, but Borthwick came back and struck him out. The 2-0 pitch fouled away.
Miles an hour.
You can see that radar gun in the background there as the scouts watch this pitcher. It's either going to be a pro or take the college route. Either way, he's going to make a bunch of money. His athletic talent. 2-2. Jace Moran also has a bright future. You got to get used to facing kids like this at the next level. And little chopper. Back to Borthwick. Flips over to first. 2 down. It's up to Easton O'Quinn with 2 away. He struck out twice in this ball game. O'Quinn trying to get his timing down against this flamethrower. And going to be a quick meeting on the mound here. South Walton. Not exactly sure what they have to talk about, but just trying going over the situation. I mean, nobody on base with 2 outs here. What can you tell them other than keep doing what you've been doing? O'Quinn, 0 for 2 in the ball game, but he's got the talent to go yard. Certainly has the talent to catch up with this flamethrower. Seen him twice, so let's see if the third time's a charm. Dog third baseman digs in. First pitch. Whew. Don't blink. That one's downstairs. Took the speed off of that one, only 82 miles per hour. I mean, you're looking for 98 miles per hour, and he throws that changeup. 85 in the curveball. Ball and 2 strikes. Coleman Borthwick. Remember that name. Going to be hearing a lot of them. And that one gets by the catcher. O'Quinn takes off for first base, and they say they got him. So it goes down in the book as a strikeout. And that'll do it for the Dogs. Erased here in the 6th. 1-0 South Walton here on RiverCountrySports.com.
If you're tired of renting, then I can help you. I'm Samantha with United Country Real Estate Lifestyle Properties. Maybe you've outgrown your current home and you simply need more room. Call me. Or maybe you need less room. call me. I have the knowledge, experience, and connections that's perfect for your situation. Let me go to work for you today. Samantha Pruder, broker, United Country Real Estate, Lifestyle Properties, 386-623-1217.
Did you know there was an American manufacturing company operating in Hamilton County? Ascent Precision Gear Corporation is a leader in manufacturing and CNC machining. From prototype through production, one piece or thousands, Ascent can provide your company with accurate parts at competitive pricing delivered on time. For further information, contact Ascent Precision Gear Corporation, County Road 137 in Jasper, Florida. 386-792-3215. Online at AscentGear.com.
Ascent Precision Gear Corporation. Certainly appreciate Chuck and Angel, Andy, and the whole gang out there. They do a fantastic job. They can get it done. Big sponsors here of the weekend series, and we appreciate them here on River Country Sports. Today's broadcast is sponsored in part by Ricky Gamble, your property appraiser for Suwannee County. There when you need them, the Property Appraiser's Office, downtown, 215 Pine Avenue. Open during the week, 8:30 to 5 each day. 386-362-1385. That's the phone number, of course, always available online at SuwanneePA.com. All right, Case Nickerson in relief for Suwannee. And first pitch from him into right field. Watson's got it. One away. That was Nathan Whitney. One pitch and one out. F9, one down. Now Vaughn Howard to the plate. Howard hit by the pitch. Also flew out to left field his last plate appearance. South Walton looking for insurance runs here in the bottom of the sixth. They've got a 1-0 lead. And with their pitching, this could hold up. Suwannee has yet to get anything going. Thought they had a run earlier in the game, but the run was taken off the board after coach came out and argued his point. He won the argument. And they erased the Suwannee run. South Walton with the run. And that's all we've had. 1-0. And off speed, and that's going to be into the outfield. And the catch is made. Nice catch out there. Colton Rogers. So 2 up and 2 down. This game is just cruising right along here. Parker Grant's now the batter. Grant's has scored the only run in this ball game. Had a 2-out double back in the 4th inning. And Justin Didier brought him in with an RBI. (1-0), and that's going to be a base hit to right field. And a 2-out hit once again by Grants. Justin Didier, the DH. And it's going to get a timeout from Coach Moran. He wants to come out here and talk to Case. As this was the spot that they scored their run in. Didier with the base knock. To bring in Grants. Grants was aboard and at second base, and they're probably talking about trying to keep him at first base. At the same time, the Seahawks going to have a conversation between their hitter, their on-deck hitter, and the base runner. Two down in the inning. Suwannee trying to get out of this thing with just a 1-run deficit as they head to their final at bat in the 7th. If they could scratch a run across or 2, wouldn't that be something? And not going to be easy. But first things first, hold them here at 1 run. Justin Didier, the batter. And there goes the base runner. Moran's throw down. And they say he slipped past the tag. It looked like he got him. And here comes Coach Moran. Coach wants to work with him. But, no, it looked like he did the swipe tag on him, and I thought he got him right as he got to the bag. Great throw by Moran. That was on the money. And a good jump by Grants. And I don't think Billy's going to win this argument. Both coaches, I'll tell you what, they come out of the dugout quick to argue their points. The Seahawk team, 90 stolen bases coming into this game, so they like to run the bases. And they want that runner in scoring position, running with 2 outs. It was a close play down there at second base. Umpire called him safe. Coach Moran basically, and, Coach spent 15 years umpiring himself, so he knows the rules. He knows that rule book backward and forward, and basically wants to know what he saw. So the stolen base puts the runner in scoring position here. Big number 24 stands in there. Nickerson steps off the mound. Now he's back in there. And time is called once again, this time from the home plate umpire. The cat and mouse now ready to go. Nickerson from the stretch. Runner at second base facing big number 24. He's got the RBI that brought in the only run. The 0-1 pitch. It's down low. And I think they got crossed up on their signals there, so Jake's going to come out and have a quick word. One count. 2 down in the inning. Nickerson gets his sign. His pitch, the off-speed pitch in there, catches him looking. 1-2. Good-looking pitch there. Boy, he's geared up to hit that fastball, and Nickerson takes the off-speed approach. Now a ball and 2 strikes. Case will spin around and force the runner back to the bag. Does not throw, just looks him back. The pitch off speed once again, and this is going to be trouble. Noah gets to it, makes the throw to first base, not in time. They'll try to come home, and that's not going to be in time, and the run scores. Probably an ill-advised throw. He was lucky to get to it. Tried to make the throw, could not. And so the runner comes around from second base. That stolen base is the difference. And he'll come around, and now it's a 2-0 lead. That was big. Didier has both RBI in this game. Made a heck of a play, but just could not make that throw. And he tried to pivot and throw, and the ball wasn't going to get there in time. And looking back at it, if he had held on to it, could have kept that run from scoring. The Clam Fowler is going to be the batter now. And we're going to get a runner out there. That's Lyndon Flannery.
One of my best friends used to teach at Baker.
1-0. The Fowler.
Coach Paxton. Well, wrestling coach. Yep, I know Coach Paxton.
Down low.
There you go. It doesn't surprise me. Thank you. Again, I know Coach Laxton.
2-0. Throw over to first base. Not going to be in time. Flannery gets back. 2-0 South Walton here. Late in this ball game. Called strike. There goes the runner. Moran's throw. And this time they got him. Caught stealing a second base, and that's going to erase the Seahawks here, but they get another run, a little bit of insurance. They lead 2-0 as we head to the 7th here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Excellence in academic and clubs. Tradition, family, future. Foundations for lifelong learning. Leadership begins here. Careers start here. Curiosity meets opportunity. Building the leaders of tomorrow. Learning begins with love. One district, every student, every day. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high-quality education.
No matter what the road ahead brings, we'll be there. That's why Farm Bureau Insurance has been a trusted name for over 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Local people, great rates, friendly service. That's the Farm Bureau Insurance promise. Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Brantford and in Live Oak. In Brantford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Hey, if you're looking for backyard chickens, Happy Heart Farms in Live Oak is guaranteed female pullets ready for your coop. Over 30 breeds, no heat lamps needed. Go to happyheartfarmsfl.com. That's happyheartfarmsfl.com. Happy Heart Farms, where they love chicks and dogs. Go Dogs. Dogs are going to need a miracle here in the 7th to come from behind here. Kyler Watson will lead off for Suwannee. Facing Coleman Borthwick. His first pitch, 93 miles per hour, and that's going to be a base hit. How about Kyler Watson? Kyler Watson will get to first base, and that brings the potential time run to the plate. I believe that was the first clean base hit by Suwannee in this ball game. It was. A good piece of hitting, Kyler Watson. Keeps Swanee's hope alive. Now Gabe Garcia comes up. Well, that was a big run that South Walton picked up their last at-bat. Dogs down by 2. I'm going to put it in play to the shortstop. Could be 2. And no. Got first base, and now he'll turn and go to second base. Dives in there, and he's safe at second base. Boy, that was close. Garcia, though, at second base. Watson led off with a hit. Race to second base. Fielder's choice by Garcia. Ball gets by the first baseman, and he's allowed second. So he's in scoring position, but Suwannee down by 2 runs. Grayson Green to the plate. Grayson Green reached via an error last trip up. He hit opposite way to third base. He hit it sharply. Borthwick's first pitch. He's going to be off the plate. Coleman Borthwick trying to go the distance here for South Walton. And Green opposite way. This could drop, and it does in front of the center fielder. Moran will send the runner. Gabe Garcia comes home, and Suwannee is on the board. They throw to the plate. The Dogs will get second base. Grayson Green in scoring position. Big piece of hitting there. Grayson Green. And that run's going to stay on the board. Suwannee trims the lead at half. It's now 2-1.
I know.
Dogs still with the runner in scoring position, and now Ty Moses will be the batter.
You two got to tell each other before you're out.
Nice piece of hitting here in the 7th with their backs against the wall. 2 base hits this inning. Grayson Green hits the RBI single. That'll bring in Garcia. Tyler Watson led the inning off with a hit. He was erased via a fielder's choice. So 1 down. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Suwannee still with the runner in scoring position. And Ty Moses, he gets his chance here to be a hero. Moses with the hero back in the Columbia game. He hit a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 7th inning to send that game to extras. Dogs won it in 8. See if he can be the hero once again. Moses put the ball in play both times up. There's just I had a single and also a fielder's choice. So he did have a base hit, but I had scratched out writing in pen and had him scoring, so I scratched through it in my scorebook. And that one's off the plate. He held back 1-1. One count. Off speed, and that one catches the corner. Ball and 2 strikes to Moses. Green waits at second base. He's the potential tying run. Northwick's pitch. That one's off the plate. Ty takes 2-2. "94 miles per hour. Got him swinging. 2 away. Hampton Newman going to get a pinch hitter for him. Landon Peterson will come in to hit. Landon Peterson started the game in the outfield and going to come in here to hit in place of the DH Hampton Newman. Check that. This is number 12, Judson Law. 12, Judson Law. I saw 1, didn't see the 2. So Judson Law will come in and hit for Newman. Left-handed hitter. Fouls the first pitch to the screen. Well, that's got to be tough coming off the bench facing this guy. Northwood trying to close things out. Dogs making it interesting here in the 7th. Base hit could tie it up. Judson Law. Again, another piece. 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, gets away. And Suwannee will get third base. On the wild pitch, Green goes to third. Ball and 2 strikes now. Dogs with a potential tying run at third base. You're in the top of the 7th inning on the road at South Walton. Colton Rogers would be next. 2 down. And there's strike 3. Little delayed call by the umpire, but the strikeout in the books, and that's going to do it. Suwannee makes it interesting in the 7th, but they'll fall in game 1. South Walton 2, Suwannee 1. That's your final score. Back after this on rivercountrysports.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now. Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalaka.
And back here at South Walton High School, final score, South Walton beats Suwannee by the score of 2-1. Borthwick, by the way, 13 strikeouts. He is the winning pitcher. What a job, Coleman Borthwick. Suwannee made it interesting there in their last at bat, but that run they gave up in the bottom of the 6th proves to be the difference. 2-1, the final score. as South Walton wins Game 1 of this best-of-3 series. For the latest official news about Florida high school sports, including updated brackets in the 2026 FHSAA Baseball Championships, visit FHSAA.com. That's the official website of the Florida High School Athletic Association. And, of course, follow the Suwannee Bulldogs throughout the postseason right here on RiverCountrySports.com. To sponsor our broadcast or give feedback, you can email rivercountrysports@gmail.com. For local sports and more, it's rivercountrysports.com or division of River Country Broadcasting. Yep, Suwannee came up a little bit short in this one. They had their chances, but just couldn't get through against this hard-throwing lefty, man. He was everything that they advertised, and then some. Let's see if we can get Coach Moran to come around here and give us a quick word as we're between games.
Here he comes. Coach is coming.
Coach Billy Moran, I'll tell you what, Dogs played their hearts out in that one, but just came up just a bit short. But always proud of those Suwannee Bulldogs. Well, Coach, I know we tried to simulate 100 miles per hour. That's hard to do. This kid was everything it advertised, but Suwannee played their guts out in this ball game.
Yeah, man, we're here for a reason. And I mean, without the umpire taking a run off the board, we're still playing baseball. So with all due respect and excuse my mouth, that's bull freaking crap that they take a run off the board because that guy's a first rounder. Our guys are damn good, and we just played baseball with those guys and should still be playing. And it's a bunch of bull crap that these umpires allow. And I know I'm probably going to look back at myself and say, Billy, why are you getting so hot on freaking radio? But anyways, I'm fired up, obviously. You know, you can't let these coaches come out and argue every little call to just delay the game to start out. These umpires have done a terrible job of controlling the pace of the game, and it played to their favor. I mean, this team is supposed to be one of the best teams in the state, one of the best teams in the country, and they're 2-1 against us, and they took one off the board. We should still be playing. Suwannee baseball's here. We're fixing to go smack these dudes 2 times in a row.
Coach, what exactly did they call? How did they take that run off, send us back?
They called interference on the our on-deck guy was telling the runner to get down. The on-deck guy was completely behind the plate. The throw hit him. They threw it. That's how bad the throw was, and they called interference. There was no play at the plate. Right. At all. It wasn't even close.
It was.
And for them to take that run off the board is just terrible. But like I said, they allowed these coaches on the other side to insert themselves. They allowed them to control everything. And
basically rewarded for a bad throw.
100%. That's exactly what happened. They got rewarded for throwing the ball away, and then they got rewarded for making another bad throw. 2 bad throws in one play, and they got rewarded for it. So, but that's the best pitcher they got. They got another guy that's good, but we're all over that guy. Like, that guy didn't beat us. Like, that's a close ball game. That team won the game. But I still feel like we should still be playing baseball right now. And like I said, that was their best guy. Our best guys are still to come. So we're going to go into this next game, and we're going to win too.
All right, let's take a little time off, come back with game 2. Coach, good luck in the second game. Appreciate you coming out here and talking to us.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Go Dogs.
All right, back after this on RiverCountrySports.com.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. You know, at J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, collision repair, paint jobs, bumper repair. They'll handle your insurance claim for you. At J&W, no job is too big or too small. They also sell vehicles, repair vehicles, retire vehicles, plus front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-1377. Online at jwautos.com.
First Federal Bank is your partner in helping your business grow and assist with financial overhead. With person-to-person customer support, top-of-the-line banking services, and digital tools, your money is never out of reach and always safe. For over 60 years, we've been financing community businesses and partnering with growing franchises to provide stability and expansion opportunities. Bank with real people so you can focus on running your business.
I'm Hunter with Morel's Furniture and Mattress. Our Memorial Day sale is always a hit. In fact, it's one of our busiest weekends of the year. And while we're grateful for that, it can be tough to give every customer the attention they deserve when we're that busy. So this year, we're starting our Memorial Day sale early. That means you can shop on your schedule anytime between now and Memorial Day and still get the same great deals. Save up to 50% store-wide plus special financing. No interest for up to 60 months. Now through May 25th at Morel's.
If you're tired of renting, then I can help you. I'm Samantha with United Country Real Estate Lifestyle Properties. Maybe you've outgrown your current home and you simply need more room. Call me. Or maybe you need less room. Call me. I have the knowledge, experience, and connections that's perfect for your situation. Let me go to work for you today. Samantha Pruder, broker, United Country Real Estate Lifestyle Properties, 386-623-1217.
And we certainly appreciate Samantha Pruder and sponsoring it this weekend. Sam Sheehan, that's what we call her, realtor and broker. If you've got land you need to buy or sell, she's the one to call. I guarantee you she will get you your dream home, or get rid of the home because you've got to relocate, whatever the case may be. Give Sam a call and let her get it done. Well, Coach Billy fired up. I was fired up earlier, and hey, I can't even disagree with him. He was absolutely right, but Suwannee takes it on the chin in game one, falling 2-1 to these South Walton Seahawks. So game two is coming up in about a half hour's time. We'll be back with that. That's going to wrap up this broadcast. It was all brought to you in part by Van Carpet One, by Farm Bureau Insurance, by the Suwannee County School District, by the Welborn Blueberry Festival, by the Waltz Automotive Group, by First Federal Bank, by the Second Chance Thrift Store, by the Suwannee River Water Management District, by Ripke Gamble, the Suwannee County Property Appraiser, by J&W Automotive, by Burrell's Furniture and Mattress, by the Samantha Pruder from United Country Realty, and by Ascent Precision Gear. The companion Animal Hospital scoreboard was run by Esther Luttrell, our camera operator, for Sawyer Brooks, Hem Patel, and Kevin Neal. For Tammy Neal, she is our streaming producer and executive producer. I'm Wayne Luttrell.